Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. So glad that you joined me for this video. This is another one of those videos that, you put in the questions underneath me here. If you go down, you can put in questions, submit a question or comment. And there are times that I look at that and go, that's fantastic. That's a great question. And I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel for infinity, evergreen content. So this person and their question will live in infamy for the rest of time as the Stan the Annuity Man YouTube channel grows and grows and grows and grows to infinite levels and popularity. The person's name that submitted the question is Nikki Name, and I love that name. Nikki Name. I want to change that name, my name, to Nikki Name. That's awesome. Long story. The question is, what happens to an annuity if the stock market crashes? And Nikki had a lot more questions to that, in following up. I answered all of them, and I'm going to answer them again on this YouTube video that I can only imagine how excited you are to hear the questions and the answers. But, we can't do any of that until I hear music. All right, I'm back. What you don't see behind, this is there's hundreds of people behind me, makeup, wardrobe, consultants, there's everybody here. Behind the camera is ridiculous. One of these days we'll have to flip it. And they're always yelling things at me and all this stuff. You know what I do? I just let it go past me. I don't listen to them because I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I don't care about, I love my people behind the camera. They make Stan the Annuity Man look good. But let's go through the questions that were submitted below me a long time ago. So, are fixed index annuities good against the stock market crash? What if the insurance company backing it goes under? What's your protection? So let's take them one at a time. FIAs, fixed index annuities, are CD products. They were introduced in 1995 to protect you, to protect your principal from any market loss. So the answer is yes, it's a fixed annuity. It's not a security. It's not a market type product. It's not a market return product, regardless of what you hear out there. Fixed index annuities are CD type products, normal CD returns. So they do protect your principal. If you attach an income rider to it, and we can get, I've done videos on that as well, but if you do that, then there are fees for the income rider. But if the market goes in the toilet, at the time of this taping, it's really high. If it went way down, you're not going to lose any money, and that is a good thing for indexed annuities. The second question, what happens if the insurance company backing that indexed annuity goes under? It's a good question. Now, with CDs and things like that, you're backed by FDIC insurance. It's the best coverage you can get. The annuity industry has nothing to compare to that. Let's be very clear. But the annuity company, each state for fixed annuities, in this case fixed index annuities, falls under that fixed annuity category. There's a state guarantee fund that backs up the policy to a specific dollar amount, and every state's different. The site is NOLHGA, NOLHGA.com. You can pull it up and you can look at your state's coverage limits, but I encourage you not to put a lot of weight on that. What I want you to do is understand that when you buy an annuity of any type, you just can't say, I hate all annuity. No, there's many types of annuities. They all do different things. They all have different benefit propositions and limitations, etc. But base your decision on the claims paying ability of the carrier, period. Now, annuity companies aren't smarter than banks. They're more regulated than banks, in my opinion. They have to, with fixed annuities, they have to keep 100% of your money on hand day one, liquid in investment grade bonds. You can go down the rabbit hole if you want to argue about investment grade bonds, but that's as good as it gets. So look at the claims paying ability of the carrier. There's 4 major rating services: Standard & Poor's, Moody's, AM Best, and Fitch. And we also have a Comdex score. That's not perfect, but it also is a way for us to track the stability and financial security of that company that's issuing the policy. Because you buy an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. The will do is the contractual guarantees. You're going to get a contract in the policy, in the mail. It's called a policy, but it's a contract. So you buy it for the contractual guarantees, and you make sure that that company can back up the claims. I can do that for you. I can help with that recommendation. With my background with Dean Witter, Payne Weber, Morgan Stanley, and UBS, I know how to look at bond holdings, insolvency ratios, and all that stuff. And I'll tell you if you don't need to be there with that company. The other thing you have to keep in mind from a safety standpoint is that the annuity industry does a very good job, in my opinion, of self-regulating. I call it the annuity mafia, but the big guys oversee the little guys because remember, annuities, regardless of the type, they're confidence products. And the annuity industry knows that they cannot have the consumer lose confidence in these transfer of risk contractual guarantees. So we see a lot of consolidation in the annuity industry, but the bottom line is I'm going to work with you to make sure that we're choosing the right company. I represent pretty much every carrier out there, all the ones you've heard of and all the ones you haven't. So that's the answer to that question. Okay, a couple more very good questions from Nikki Name. Here's one of them. What if you don't care or want an income rider attached, but just want to protect the money against market crashes? Then an index annuity could work. Also, a multi-year guarantee annuity, a fixed rate annuity would work as well. Both of those, MYGAs, MYGA, multi-year guarantee annuity, and FIA, fixed index annuities, are fixed annuities, and they do protect from market crashes. The other question that Nikki had was asking about the liquidity of an indexed annuity. Most indexed annuities, the vast majority, allow you to take out 10% penalty-free on an annual basis. They're not all like that, but the vast majority are like that, meaning that if you put $100,000 in, and you said, okay, Stan, I'm in month 12 or whatever, how much money can I get out penalty-free? It'd be 10% of whatever that accumulation value would be. Remember with indexed annuities, if you have an income rider, draw a line down the middle of the page, index option side here, income rider here, the liquidity is based upon the index option side, and you typically can take out 10% penalty-free. All right, so Nikki's questions were really good, but I took a little bit of extra time because I care. I care about you guys out there, and I want to make sure that you totally understand this annuity world because it's convoluted and there's a lot of salespeople out there, and I call them shucksters, but they're shysters and hucksters. And a shuckster, by the way, is someone who shucks oysters at an oyster bar, just if you want to write that down. But here are the questions that I came up with. Are annuities safe in a market crash, and does the stock market affect my annuity? Yes, indexed annuities, and this is what Nikki's talked about, are safe from a market crash. They're fixed annuities. They're not securities. They're fixed annuities issued at the state level. And the second question, does the stock market affect indexed annuities? On the downside, no, you're not going to lose any money. But remember, the index option side, now this is the part that the salespeople out there have a tendency to push the truth a little bit too far. I like that voice. That's what, a little bit too far. Just remember this. Fixed index annuities were designed in 1995 to compete with normal CD rates. It's not a market product. And if you bought one and you think it is, it's not. It's a principal protection product that you're going to get normal CD type returns. So Nikki Name, home run. If you're a baseball player, I'm telling you right now, those were good questions. I appreciate you putting them in the comment spot. Hey, thanks for joining me on the Stan the Annuity Man YouTube channel, and I will see you next time.